Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sally and this is my channel Secret Life of a Seamstress, where I love to talk all about sewing and making a handmade wardrobe. I hope you're all doing really well today and that you're having a good day. So today's video is going to be a quick fire run through of 10 amazing sewing patterns that I think would be great to use if you're planning to sew up a Christmas dress this year. So I've tried to include a little bit of a mix of party style dresses and also dresses that you can wear if you're just going to be at home at Christmas. I really hope that whatever you're going to be doing this Christmas time, there might be something in there for you. So since I do have 10 patterns on my list, I'm going to try and make this really quick fire and not go into too much detail or start waffling too much about any of the patterns. I'm just going to give you all of the information and a couple of fabric inspiration ideas, and hopefully then you'll be good to go. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So the first dress on my list of 10 is the D Magnolia dress. I absolutely love the look of this dress. I haven't yet sewn it. Let me know if you have in the comments, but this one is just a beauty. It's a full length maxi dress. It has a dramatic faux wrap bodice with quite a deep V neckline to it. A nice fitted waistband, long billowy sleeves, a nice long floaty skirt that comes right down to the ground, and it has quite a dramatic split in it as well. Oh, and the whole thing is finished at the back with a really big bow. So I thought a good thing about this dress is that it's fitted with princess seams at the bodice, which are always really great because they're quite nice and easy to alter, aren't they? So for fabric choices, I thought, well, I really loved the fabric that they've actually used on the pattern image. I really like the sort of dramatic floral print of that dress. But for Christmas time, I thought you could go more Christmassy. So you could definitely use a floral print if you wanted to, but you could have a nice black floral print or have some red in there. Or if you wanted to keep it black tie event-ish, you could go for like a black velvet or something nice and shiny or with a bit of sparkle in it, and I thought that would make a wonderful Christmas dress. The number 2 on my list is the Vicky So Emily dress. I absolutely loved this dress and I thought it was a little bit different. So this one is a boxy, almost masculine style, suit style dress, I would say, and I thought this one was really on trend because there are loads of blazer style dresses out there on the high street at the moment, and I thought this one kind of was a great nod to that look. So this again is a faux wrap dress with a deep plunging V-neck again. It has long sleeves which are actually sewn in 2 parts. So they're quite fitted down to your wrist and then they kind of flute out at the bottom. So they've got a little bit of shape at the bottom of the sleeves. The dress itself in the bodice is quite fitted. It has bust darts, but also darts at the back as well. And then what I really liked about this dress is it's quite 80s. The shoulders are really angular and quite boxy. And they also include shoulder pads, so you get that really sort of 80s feel. And I loved the asymmetrical hem on this as well. I thought it was really different, and yeah, I just loved the way that it looked. So I think for this dress, using a drapey fabric, but something that has quite a lot of weight to it would work really well. So something like a triple crepe, like a black or a Christmassy red, of course. Also, if you could find something metallic that had that weight in it, that would work really well, and I think that would look amazing. You just need to be careful with the type of fabric you choose for this because obviously it needs to have drape and weight and it is designed for a woven fabric, so yeah, no knits for this one. Next on the list is actually something that I'm wearing today and that is the Taker blouse dress by Named Clothing. So I actually sewed up the dress that I'm wearing for Christmas time last year. I love the Taker blouse dress because it's a really lovely day style dress, but it can also be worn as a party dress or an evening dress or whatever you like really. So you'll see from the line images of this dress that it's actually sewn in lots of different panels. It has a really nice sort of gathered bust, empire line bust here, and it also has a nice gathered detail, a kind of yoke at the back. So everything is all gathered into those panels. It fits in at the waist and then it kind of flares out at the hem. So the pattern actually comes with short sleeves, but because it was winter time for my version last year, I lengthened the sleeves and just made them long. So I literally just lengthened the sleeve pattern piece, had it long, and also included the elasticated sort of gathered bit at the bottom here. And I made it a little bit Christmassy by just using viscose fabric by Atelier Dupe. It's black and red, and it also has some gold glittery print running through it as well. So I thought it was perfect for Christmas time. I'm not actually someone that goes to a lot of Christmas parties or Christmas do's or anything, so I thought this was a great dress to make to just wear at home or to the sort of family dinners and things that we would be going to over Christmas time. And not only that, I think you could actually wear this dress not only at Christmas time but other times in the year as well, because it's not too Christmassy and it's not too party-like, and it is nice and casual and easy to wear in the daytime as well. So going back to Christmas parties and black tie events, I really wanted to include Simplicity 8330 because I thought this was such a lovely party dress. So this one has all the drama to it. It has that lovely sort of slanted shoulder shape here, a high, almost halter style neck, a really dramatic cutout at the back. It's fitted at the waist, very fitted at the waist actually. It closes with an invisible zip. There are also back darts, and the whole thing is kind of fitted at the waist, and then it floats out slightly at the bottom. The good thing about this pattern is that you can make it with even more drama and add a fishtail skirt on the bottom, and that would be amazing if you did it with like a load of tulle or something like that. The fabrics suggested for this dress are woven again. So something like a satin is suggested, or a cotton sateen maybe. I think you'd need a little bit of drape for the bottom of the skirt because you'd want it to hang nicely around your legs, but you'd want that nice fitted shape at the top of the bodice as well. So again, a crepe I think would work really nicely because you'd still get that structure in the bodice, but you'd get the nice sort of floating at the bottom of the skirt. So a crepe would work well. Jacquard would work well too. So maybe like a gold patterned jacquard would be really nice and really Christmassy. I know that you can get that kind of two-tone satin, you know, the kind of satin that glimmers in different lights and looks a different sort of colour depending on what light you're in. I think that would work really nicely for this dress as well. I think this dress would be amazing for a Christmas party or a black tie event or something like that. I would love to make it, but I don't have any events like that to go to, sadly. Next on my list is actually another Vicky So's pattern, and I really wanted to include this one because I thought, again, it had that real sort of drama to it and I really liked it. So another faux wrap style dress. Again, I feel as though there are loads of these kind of dresses on the high street, so I thought it was really on trend. So this one has a sort of floaty mock wrap style bodice. It has an open shirt style collar to it, or a shirt collar to it I should say. It has a lot of pleating around the bodice as well that kind of comes in from the bust and then pleats into the more fitted waist. It has really nice long sleeves with some open fluted cuffs that hang nicely over your hands, and I really liked that detail. And then all of the bodice is pleated into a faux wrap skirt, which kind of curves at the bottom. And again, there's quite a lot of dramatic pleating at the side. There is quite a lot of detail to this pattern. There's quite a lot that you would need to sew because obviously there is the collar on the stand, and the back of the shirt style bodice has actually got the shirt yoke to it as well, with a really nice pleat in the back of it. So it does have that kind of traditional shirt style feel. I absolutely love the fabric that they've used for this dress on the pattern image. I think the silk works really nicely. It obviously drapes really well to the pleats. The lime green colour is great if you want that drama, but again, I think if you were going to something where you needed to be a little bit more understated and a little bit more formal, then like a black satin or a red or even a silver or gold would look amazing, I think, wouldn't it? So that's that one. Next is a slightly more understated dress again, and another one that I think would work great for a Christmas day or a Christmas dinner at home or just with family, and this is the Avage seamstress sheath dress. So you'll see from the pattern image that this is a really simple style dress. A nice easy pull-on dress with a round neckline, grown-on sleeves, a nicely gathered elasticated waist, so nice and comfortable for Christmas dinner time, a knee-length straight skirt and those all-important pockets. So yeah, I thought this would be a lovely one for just a simple Christmas Day dress. I think you could sew this from many different fabrics. It's suitable for woven fabric, so viscose or something if you wanted it to have a little bit of drape to it. I think this one would also work really nicely in like a needle cord or something, or a viscose twill, maybe even like a brushed tartan or something like that if you wanted to be really Christmassy. So yeah, lots of different fabric options available for this one, and obviously go as Christmassy with your colours as you like. But I can just imagine this one being worn just with tights and slippers. A really nice comfy dress that you can wear all Christmas Day long. So I thought that would be a really good one to include. And how about this one for a Christmas party dress? This is Simplicity 9820. So this is actually a knit dress and shrug. So it looks as though it's all one dress, but actually it's two separate. So you've got the super slinky bandeau style dress, which has no sleeves or straps or anything. And then for that extra bit of coverage, you've got the shrug, which just sits at the top of the bodice of the dress and has really lovely long sleeves. So the shrug, yeah, gives you that great bit of extra coverage, but it also obviously keeps you warm as well. And I think it looks really nice because you've still got that cutout bit at the bust there. So yeah, really elegant, really lovely. It would be great for a Christmas party or a Christmas wedding or something like that. Yeah, with this dress, it's semi-fitted, so it's fitted to the waist. It has a centre back seam, so there is an invisible zipper to fit in this one, unfortunately. But yeah, the invisible zipper obviously helps you to get that really lovely close fit. So this dress would be really well suited to some sort of stable knits like stretch velvets, pontes. It does say that you can use a rib knit for this as well, so you could always try that. I'm not quite sure how I would feel about inserting an invisible zip with a rib knit fabric, but you could give it a go. So yeah, great Christmassy style fabrics that you could use for this one. I love the thought of sewing this from a stretch velvet, and I also think a ponte would work really well too because it's a nice stable knit, easy to sew, easy to fit a zipper into, and there are lots of lovely colours like jewel tones, greens and reds and burgundies. I think they would all work really nicely. So moving on, I really wanted to include the Sew Over It Betty dress because I don't think there is a more perfect party dress than this one, is there? So this one is a really classic 1940s style dress. It's a fit and flare style dress. It has a really nice fitted bodice with a zipper at the back, a high boat neckline, bust darts, and then it flares out into a really lovely full twirly skirt. What I really like about this pattern as well is that it has that dipped V at the back. So with this one, I really love how versatile you can be with it. So if you want to have it really party-like, then you could always add a petticoat or like an underlayer to it, or have some lining underneath just to make the skirt really puff out. The original Betty is just a sleeveless dress, but there is now a sleeve pack or an add-on pack available. So if you did want to add long sleeves or have any kind of sleeves to it, then you can always buy the add-on pack as well. So this dress is designed for a woven fabric. So again, something with a lot of structure like a cotton sateen would work really well, really shiny, really structured. It would work really nicely for this kind of dress, and you get that really sort of big puffy skirt feel to it. You could also use a woven velvet or even a needle cord, I guess. And what I like with this one as well is that you can be really experimental with your prints. So if you wanted to be really Christmassy, you could go for a novelty cotton Christmas print, and that would work really well, wouldn't it? Next, I had to include the Tilly and the Buttons Janie dress because, again, was there ever a more perfect Christmas party dress? I don't think so. I love the fact that this one is made from a stretch fabric as well, so it can be super comfy for Christmas. And I think this one would be great again if you were just staying at home but wanted to dress up, because it is made from a knit fabric. It would be really comfy just to wear all day sitting around. I love the Empire bust line as well. I think there's loads of room in that skirt. It's perfect for accommodating Christmas dinner. The Janie dress has 3/4 length sleeves, but obviously you could shorten them or lengthen them if you prefer. So for fabrics, I think they've nailed the fabrics in the pattern images here, haven't they? I think they are absolutely perfect for the Janie dress. So a stretch crushed velvet would be perfect for this. It would work really nicely for Christmas time. You could use all the jewel tones. You could use a black or a red or a purple or an emerald green or something like that. And I love the overlay detail in this one as well. And then finally, in my list of 10, I wanted to include the Fibre Mood Tammy dress, because how pretty is this dress? I absolutely love it. And I love how they've styled it in this pattern image. I think it would be the perfect Christmas dress, especially if you're someone that likes to be a little bit understated. You know, you don't want too much attention drawn to yourself, but you want to look nice. I think this would be a really great option. So this is a really interesting style dress, I thought. It's all sewn from different panels. So you've got some side panels, a front and back panel, and then you've got these really pretty ruffle details. So the ruffles actually go round from the back and then into the V at the front. The dress itself actually has side ties as well to bring it into the waist. And you could obviously make this dress as long or as short as you want to. You can have this dress sleeveless, but there are sleeve options as well. So you can have a nice big long puffy sleeve that ties at the bottom. So for extra tie detail and extra flounce, you could have a nice little tie at your wrist there. So there are lots of different fabric options that you could use for this pattern. You can use something that's really nice and drapey, like a viscose or a crepe or something like that. But if you want all the drama in those frills, then definitely go for something with a little bit more structure, like a cotton or a cotton sateen. It does actually say in the pattern directions, I've just had a quick look, and it does say that you can use a velvet, and you can also use broderie anglaise as well, which I think would be so pretty. Perhaps not for Christmas, but I think imagine this dress as a white summer dress. That would look amazing in a broderie anglaise. I think I'm going slightly off track now, but hopefully you'll love this pattern as much as I do. It could be a really lovely Christmas party dress. So that's it. That's my quick fire roundup of 10 lovely sewing patterns that you can use to sew yourself the perfect Christmas dress for this holiday season. I hope you like what I've included. There were absolutely loads of dresses that I could have included in this video, but I've tried to choose some different ones and not go back to my old favourites this time. And I've introduced some lovely new patterns to myself as well going through this, so I hope I've introduced you to some new ones too. Do let me know in the comments if you're planning to sew a Christmas dress, and let me know if you have any lovely Christmas dress sewing patterns that you'd like to add in the comments. I'm sure we'd all love to see. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love you to do so. And if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a like as well. Otherwise, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in another video soon. Bye.